this is part 2 of my meps experience. Okay, so I have to be at work at 4, so I have to leave in like an hour. So anyways, that next day, Wednesday, we woke up at like, well, I was up at 3:30 because strangely, um, I just woke up and I started watching The Matrix because it's a freaking awesome movie. So I wanted to watch The Matrix. So I watched the whole movie of The Matrix, and by the time that was over, I got all my stuff packed, and I was just kind of laying there watching The Matrix. Uh, we had to be checked out by 5:30. We had to be downstairs eating. We had to eat breakfast. Breakfast was from 5:50, 5:45, something like that. You had to check out before you could eat breakfast, and I was gonna ask if I can go eat breakfast and then check out, but by that time I got back up there, I probably would have passed out because I was already half asleep by the time I got back down there. Um, okay, um, so you had to be downstairs, and you were leaving at 5:50. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We got down there about 5:45. We were already like loading the bus. So if you missed that bus, you're screwed. Sorry to tell you, don't miss that bus. Let's see. Everybody down there was like real cool. The lady who checked us out, she was like, "What's your last name? Well, good luck to you today. Um, you know, just be cool. It's gonna be okay." It was like, okay. So, my teeth look really good. I'm sorry, I just keep looking at my teeth. Um, but yeah, after we got on the bus, you had to check in, and you had to say your name, what branch, and all that stuff. And then you would ride over, and then we had to get. I know when we got off the bus, we were all just kind of standing in one line, and then this lady came outside and it's like, eyes up or whatever. Everybody's like, what the hell? So y'all kind of like, well, welcome to the military. Um, so we had to get in like lines. I was in the middle line, which was there was like one, about 5 lines. I was in the second line from the right. So they went in, then we followed, and then so on and so forth. We had to put our bags on the little thing, and then walk through the metal detector. The metal went off, and you were screwed. Not really, but whatever. You had to go to control desk, and for some reason, I think I was one of the first people at the control desk. I don't remember, because my stuff started messing up. I don't think we went to the control desk again. I think we. Yes, yes, we didn't. We didn't. We didn't go to the control desk. They said as soon as you go in, go sit down. So we went in, and we put our stuff in the thing, and then we sat down, and then we got briefed, and then we went to go see our Air Force liaison. Uh, uh, and then I saw the Air Force liaison at like after we got briefed. It was probably like I want to say 6:15. So we finished the briefing, go over to the Air Force liaison. It's like 6:30. Uh, go to medical. Well, you go back to the control desk. You have to give them. I had to give them driver's license, social, and birth certificate. Other people don't. I don't know why, but I left my birth certificate at MEPS. I'll tell you more about that later. Um, so after I finished the control desk, I go get my contacts and stuff out of the locked closet room, whatever, and then I go to medical. Now, medical, you get another briefing. It's gonna last a long time, but you have to don't forget you have to check into the medical control desk. So as soon as you get into the medical room, you check into that desk, and then they're gonna be like, okay, well go sit down in this room. So you go in, you sit down, and then whatever, so on and so forth. You get briefed for like 2 hours, and I'm not kidding. When I got out of there, I had to pee so bad, I almost peed on myself, and I'm glad I got the cup. I'll explain more about that later. So pretty much during the briefing, you have one guy come in and he's gonna tell you he's the chief or whatever. He's over meps, and then you're gonna have another guy who's gonna be like, okay, don't lie, don't do this, don't do that, don't lie, follow me, and we'll get through this. So just don't lie. If you didn't tell your recruiter, don't tell them. So when you get back, then you can update your file or whatever. So I went through all that, the briefing. I was one of the first ones back out to the medical desk, the control desk. I had to blow really hard. I was the third one out of the room because I sat in the first desk on the left, or the second desk on the left. So then it went from that way, then you have to go back that way. So this, I'm in this desk, I went that way. Um, I only had, there was only 5 females, so everything went quick with us. So yeah. So after that, after you get briefed, you go back to the control desk, and then you go from the control desk to get your blood pressure taken. You got your blood pressure taken, then you go talk to the doctor. But I was just kind of like, hopping all over the place. I went from blood pressure to doctor, back to hearing, back to doctor. Or yeah, I kept sitting in the blood seat because I was trying to get to the blood line because I wanted to get my blood taken and it over with before, whatever. But couldn't get it done quick enough, so that was like one of my last things I had to do. So I went from there to the doctor, back to the doctor, to hearing. From hearing, no, take that back. I went from blood pressure to the doctor, to the bathroom to take my urine analysis, back to the doctor. Yeah, that's. And then I went to hearing, and then I went to blood, and then I went to vision. Okay, females. I'm gonna tell you, if you're on your period, don't worry, it's okay. If you start there, it's gonna be okay. They're not gonna do what you think they're gonna do. It's not a full gyno exam. They're just gonna look down there and see if you got herpes or hemorrhoids. That's it. If you're on your period, you're okay. I'm just saying, you'll be fine. Cause I started mine there, and they have tampons, pads, all that good stuff. So don't worry. I was looking for a video, something to tell me about that. But you'll be fine. As for like the physical part, like the all that and that stuff, I thought that was pretty fun. I mean, I kind of do that on a daily basis anyway. She was really looking at my shoulders because they were tight that day, but I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then check your feet and make sure they're flat. The duck walk. Yeah, I don't really remember the duck walk. Everybody says, yeah, you're gonna remember the duck walk. You're gonna remember the duck walk. Like, no, gonna remember the duck walk. It's just, one of those things. But there were only 5 people in my room, so yeah. As for that one-on-one exam, it's you walk into the room and she gives you a booby exam. No lie, she does give you a booby exam. She checks your stomach, makes sure you're okay, checks your breathing. Or is that another room? I think that was in another room. And then they're gonna turn off the lights, and then they're gonna shine a light down there and make sure you're a woman. That's pretty much it. It's a quick look. If you're bleeding, you're fine. I'm serious. If you're bleeding, you're fine. And then after that, I was done, so I walked out of the room, checked out at the control desk, the medical control desk, and then I walked to the Air Force liaison. And from there, he gave me my papers to give to my recruiter, put it in my backpack, sat down. I was done at 11. So I just sat at meps from 11 to 3. Yep. Lunch was good. Firehouse subs. Whoop whoop. I had the chicken, no pickle, mayonnaise was okay, but it was free, so I really wouldn't complain. I like firehouse subs anyway. Other than that, not too much to remember. Just hurry up and wait. but I didn't hurry up and wait anywhere. I didn't wait at all, except when I got out at 11. I was waiting for the guy to get done. I was gonna go in there and take photos of him while he was taking his oath to give to his wife, but oh well. Anyways, that's pretty much that's my next experience. I met some people, some really cool people that I actually like friends with for life now. So that's pretty much it. Everybody else is kind of like I don't really remember you, but if you go to MEPS and you have a small group like we had like there's like 30 guys and 5 girls. So you know if you meet a couple people, like everybody you meet in there, you're probably gonna be friends with later on. I mean, if not, oh well. Because there was one guy, he just wanted to blow stuff up. He was freaking awesome though. So, uh, anyways, about my birth certificate. When we got back on the shuttle to go home, I realized I left my birth certificate at MEPS, and the Air Force liaison was gone already. So, my birth certificate was at MEPS. It's okay now. My recruiter has it, but yeah, I left my birth certificate at MEPS in my file. That was my highlight for Wednesday. Okay, so my next video I'm gonna talk about my job. So